Today I can present you the finished piece, energy number 4. I want to give you some facts and information about the painting and the painting process. This canvas is 30 centimeters to 60 centimeters large. This canvas was already used once. The older motif were poppies. And I first covered the old motif with graphite paste. Then I applied a light structure paste as well as a coarse-grained modeling paste. Let this dry, and yes, applied the first time acrylic paints in reds and dark blues. And what I have done with this step before this coarse-grained modeling paste, that I divided this painting into 2 parts. The lower part goes like this, and the upper part. I first thought, okay, I paint a hill and the sky to this hill, but with more steps and more thinking about this painting, I decided, no, I actually wanted to have it much more abstract, but you can still see the line or the 2 sections. I mean, on this side, the following steps, the colors and the paints did not erase the line really, but this doesn't matter. I'm satisfied now with this part of the painting, because it's not that extremely to see so directly. And yes, so coarse-grained modeling paste and sand clusters here everywhere. Then the first time paint in reds and blues. Then I, especially the clusters formed by the sand, I wanted to keep, and I have done some experiments with sprays, with varnish sprays that works, or should have used like a glue, and yes, this worked. So then I started to apply inks, also in reds and acrylic ink in white. At first here at this lower left part of the painting. Then I went over with acrylic paint again in more yellow tones and this light red tones. It was a Naples yellow red light, I think, and titanium buff and titanium buff deep. And then again, I know I also had some washes of acrylic paint, thick acrylic paint, but not that thick. I mean, I had washes at first in this part here, and the second time from here to there, titanium white acrylic paint, and then after it I went over with ink again, here in violet and there in sienna brown, burnt sienna, and also acrylic ink in titanium white again. So actually there are many different steps that cause this result now. I have many different structures, not just caused by the sand and this modeling paste, also by the paint itself. For instance, this acrylic paints, I have this is the washes, and I also use alcohol. Alcohol has caused some little fractures here and there. As this acrylic ink was also very successful, because I have here some structures, some lines that goes down, that looks quite interesting, and also these rounded forms here, and also this one here. So I will go closer soon. And yes, here there was one step where I had, where this line was still very directly to see, that I applied ink in indigo. Later on a little bit indigo as acrylic paint. And yes, but there was a happy accident that this ink, this indigo ink, found its way to the rest of the painting and formed this little shape. Yes, but then I went over with a wash of titanium white and ink later and so it. But I want to say there were a few components or a few paints like this acrylic ink more than this ink itself, because this ink itself it has settled in the deeper parts or deeper in the depths of the painting, but actually doesn't create such forms, shapes or interesting spots. Another second component was this alcohol. A third one, also very important, were these washes with this titanium white, this acrylic paint, and the use of the large spray bottle to let this flow and also to guide how this washes shall flow. Yes, so these three components are the most important thing, I would say. Plus the base of the painting, the clusters, the cell clusters, and this coarse-grained modeling paste. Yes, alright. So and now I would like to come a little bit closer. So, at first these clusters, see, these are the most pretty one, I think. And when I touch it, I'm sure it will stay there yes, not for all time, I mean, but for a long time. So this spray, this varnish spray, was a good idea to use it as a glue. So then, here these little fractures caused by alcohol. Here this one is also very interesting. So then here these lines caused by this acrylic ink, how it was flowing. Looks like rain. And also this one, all these spots here caused by this acrylic ink. I mean, when you have much fantasy, it still looks like a mountain range in the distance. So here's this indigo, it comes through here and there still. But then this could be something like a lake or a river. Oops. Yeah, so I mean, I struggled a lot with this painting process, but finally I think I like it. I mean, there is something I won't do next time. For instance, these big spots of coarse-grained modeling paste. So I would prefer to have a large part of a painting with modeling paste. Any paste doesn't matter, but not these little one here a little bit, there a little bit, and so on. This I think wasn't so well. Yes, this is a finished piece, energy number 4. And now altogether I have 12 pieces in the series. I would say this series is finished. Might be that in a few years I will extend the series again, but now I think it's fine now. 12 pieces in one series, that's a lot. That's really a lot. So I have oil paintings, I have acrylic paintings, and I have mixed media paintings in the series. Yes, and all abstract, of course. They show seascape or any other landscape. mountain ranges, deserts. Okay, so thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.